Hey everybody, welcome back to another Beard's Opinion food review, I guess. So I thought I'd do something a little different today. Today we are going to be cooking food and then we're going to review it. So it's kind of my first cooking video that I'm doing, and we're going to use the Instant Pot. So let's go ahead and get that going. We are going to be making a butter chicken, so Indian butter chicken. It's like a curry. It's really good and flavorful. I've actually never made this dish before though, so this is going to be a new experience for me as well as for you guys, but I've never had anything bad come out of my Instant Pot yet. So let's go ahead and get this turned on. What you want to do is you want to start off with the saute mode. You want to turn it on for the saute mode. That gets the pan down inside really hot, and it's going to, now it says on, but you want to wait until it says hot on there. So that takes about 8 minutes to heat up to get to that point. But before, or while that's heating up, I'm just going to kind of explain the ingredients that are going into it. So obviously butter, because it's butter chicken. You have boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The recipe calls for 6 of them. And I'll try and post the link for the recipe down in the description as well. And it's just something that my wife and I, we got on Pinterest, and so we're going to try this recipe out. They always have good recipes for Instant Pot. I've never had anything bad yet, like I said, but we're going to go ahead and try that with this. But it's going to have butter in it, it's going to have onion, it's going to have garlic, ginger, it has cumin, turmeric, paprika, coriander, what am I missing? Garam masala. It's a staple for Indian food as well. Soy sauce, chicken stock, tomato paste, lemon juice, salt, obviously. And what you want to do to start off is, I recommend getting all your ingredients kind of laid out in little dishes, because it's easier just to pick them up and put them in. And I'll go through and I'll kind of tell you the amounts that we're doing of the ingredients as we go along. So be right back. We're going to get this heating up, and you also add yogurt, plain yogurt, and heavy cream. Those are things that you're going to go in at the very end, and so we'll get there. And then I like to serve Indian food with rice. I just love it. I always make sticky rice. I love Asian food, but it also goes well with Indian food. So while this is heating up, we're going to just pause for a minute. We'll be right back. All right, guys, it is now hot. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but so you want your Instant Pot to say hot on it so that you can go ahead and start cooking it up. And we are going to grab, we have our chicken thighs here. They're boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and the recipe calls for 6 of them. So we're going to turn the camera down, and you guys are going to get to see the Instant Pot as we are cooking. So you do 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you get your chicken thighs. You're going to lay them down in the pan, and you're going to brown both sides, about 3 minutes per side. Just kind of brown the outsides of them, because you're going to end up pressure cooking the chicken anyways. So it's not like they have to cook for a super long time in here on the saute mode. Just brown them up. There's all my spices over here. I'm going to go ahead and start turning these. You can kind of see that one is a little browned there. Whoop, fogged up again. Oh yeah. Alright. Okay guys, we are going to go ahead and start adding in we're going to take the chicken out and then start adding these other ingredients in. So, I got my dish here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this chicken out. It's nice and getting brown. That's what you want. And if it kind of sticks to the bottom of the pan, that's okay, because we are going to deglaze the pan here in a minute. Alright. Set these aside. Let them rest for a minute. And then go ahead and look in the bottom of the pan there. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of, see the brown bits and stuff down in the bottom of the pan. So I kind of reset up the camera in a different spot to see if that'll help it steam, so you can still see in the pan. But we're going to go ahead and add onions, 1 whole onion. Honestly, it can be whatever kind of onion you want, I guess. We did a yellow onion. Seems to be what we like the most. But I'm going to mix that around to saute it. And then we're throwing in 6 cloves of garlic minced up. Throw that whole thing in there. 1 tablespoon of ginger that's been like minced or ground up. Dump that all in. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of garam masala. Dump that in. And then we have a tablespoon, or sorry, let's see, 2 tablespoons of sugar. We have 3 tablespoons of paprika. Put that in. 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric. That goes right on in there. 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground coriander. That goes in. And 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground cumin. And then we're going to saute these up. Oh my gosh. The smell of that is awesome. It smells like curry. It is so delicious smelling. YouTube has got to get on it, man. They've got to do something where you guys can smell what we're cooking while we're doing it. That'll be the next big thing, right? Alright. So I let that saute for a few. That smells amazing. So let that go. We're ready. We're going to add the chicken stock to deglaze the pan. So I have 1/2 cup of chicken stock here. Deglaze that pan. The bottom of it. Try and get all that stuff off the bottom. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you could smell this, seriously, the smell is amazing. I think Indian food is one of my favorite things to cook in this Instant Pot. I love Asian food, but in the Instant Pot, man, the smells, the aromas from all the spices and herbs and everything, it's amazing. Alright, so now you want to turn the heat off. Make sure the heat's turned off and for just a few minutes. And then we're going to add the chicken back in, soy sauce and stuff like that, and pressure cook it. So it just says turn the heat off briefly and then start adding the other stuff in. Spread that out. Oh my gosh, you guys. Amazing. Look at that. Steaming you up too much, sorry. Alright. best part's yet to come when we eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a sec. Be right back. Okay guys, we are going to go ahead and add soy sauce. That is, we use liquid aminos, which is still from soy, but it's gluten-free. This whole dish is gluten-free, but because of that, my wife can eat it, and I think the aminos have a richer flavor to it, and it tastes better than the original soy sauce, and it's just called Liquid Aminos by Bragg's, B-R-A-G-G-S, I believe. So we're going to add that in. That was 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then put the chicken back in. That down around in there, and the juices from the chicken. Oh, can't wait. The smell. It smells amazing. So we're going to go ahead and add freshly squeezed lemon juice of half of a lemon. So add that in there. And then we're going to layer 1 cup of tomato paste on top and not mix it in. Alright. So, 1 cup worth of tomato paste, and we're just going to kind of layer it on, it said. So, kind of spread it around in there, maybe. I don't know. Do our best. This stuff is thick, and everything down in there is really wet and runny. All right. Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and add the pressure onto this. So go ahead and put your lid on, and you hear that fun little chime? That tells you it's locked in place. And then we want to make sure that put it on seal. So you got to turn that way so it seals. And the other one is for venting. And then this little guy will pop up when the pressures build up on it. And so you got to let the pressure build up, and then it takes about, let's see, it says pressure cook at high pressure for 6 minutes, then a 10-minute natural release. So we're going to go like this, come around here, go to the pressure cooker and hit pressure. It's on high, normal, we just leave that on normal, but high pressure. And then we want to go for only 6 minutes. And should be good. It'll go ahead and beep when it's ready, once it gets up to pressure, and then it will pressure cook for the 6 minutes. And then we'll do a 10-minute countdown. Okay, so welcome back. We are 6 minutes done cooking on the pressure, and then it's been 10 minutes since it's done its natural release. So after it hits that timer, then it counts another, like, into however many minutes you want to let it go, doing like a natural release, because it knows that you set it for only 6 minutes of doing the cooking, and then it will automatically start doing that. So then we're going to release the valve here as well. So just to show you, and I don't mean soy sauce, just to show you this, how it works here. You grab the valve and you just turn it, and it releases the pressure. The rest of the pressure. So as soon as that little red float, move that down. As soon as this little red float here pops down, then it'll be safe to go ahead and open the lid. So we should be safe to go ahead and untwist this and open. Oh my gosh. my. Speaking of oh my, that is a delicious place to go eat. So it says kind of give it a little stir, little stir to mix in the tomato sauce here to kind of get it mixed down in. Oh, that smells amazing. And then we're actually going to remove the chicken from here. It's like falling apart. Oh. And the reason why we are removing the chicken from the pan is because we are going to make the butter chicken sauce using all these like bits of juice and everything in here. So for the sauce, you need 1.5 cups of plain yogurt, not flavored anything, just plain yogurt. So we're going to go ahead and add that in. And then 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to go ahead and just do 1/3.
Low power. Low power.
Low power, I'm sorry. I know it's really loud on the video when it does that, so I apologize. We're almost done though, so. And then just 1 sec, let me just double check something. And just mix it together. Oh man. Smells so good, you guys. Oh. And if you want a smoother butter chicken sauce, one that's just really smooth and not kind of chunky because this has the onions in it and garlic and everything, you can use like an immersion blender and like just sit and like blend it down in there. It looked good, didn't it? Anyways, use a blender and like an immersion blender where you just do it right here in the pan and blend that stuff down to give it a smoother texture. I'm not going to do that. I don't have one of those. I could use my Vitamix if I wanted, but then it's just something else that's sturdy and I don't want to worry about it. So at that point, then we add the chicken back in. Okay. Forgot one thing. It does say taste the sauce and see if it needs anything else. I think we're pretty good there. Stir this chicken around to get it coated. Maybe break it up a little bit if you want. Alright guys, we are going to dish up. Just 1 sec, be right back. Alright everybody, we are ready to dish up. I've got the rice here. It's a sticky rice. Clumped together really well. I make it here at my house. Love making sticky rice, it's my favorite. But that's what we're going to eat this with today. So I'm going to go ahead and start dishing some up. Get a piece of chicken here. Alright. Got some chicken. Get some of the curry sauce all over. Oh. And you can really eat this with whatever you feel like you want to eat it with. we are going to garnish it with some cilantro. We're going to give this a taste. Let's get a piece of chicken. Oh, it just falls apart. So good. And see how good it turned out, because first time making it was for you guys. That chicken like melts in your mouth. It is so good. You're getting all those seasonings coming through, the coriander, the garam masala, turmeric, everything. It just gives it that good curry flavor. It's buttery from the butter that you put in there. You've got the yogurt and the heavy cream, kind of make it creamy. And with that rice, that is really good. Obviously, you guys can always go in and season it up a little bit more with some salt. You've got the lemon juice in there and stuff. But I think it's good the way it is. That is perfect. That tastes so good. Sorry, I had to go on for another bite. I'll talk to you some more, but you're going to have to wait. Oh. That's so good. Wasn't prepared for my mustache. Anyways, go on. I'll put the recipe down in the description for you guys so you can see it. And I love you guys, remember. And I give this 10 out of 10. Homemade food is always better than going out to the restaurant and stuff. You just have to deal with a mess. But it tastes so much better. Love you guys. Go subscribe, share, like. Tell me what you want to see me make or eat or do. I'll do it for you guys. Love you. Have a good day.